I know you're thinking to yourself, how can I improve my FC25 experience? Look no further. MMOEXP has the best, cheapest coins on the website. Best price, best guarantee. Use the code META for 8% off, bro. You can get literally any card. Go check them out right now. Bros, what it do, man? If you don't know how the series works, man, we're going to get right into it, bro. Not going to waste any time. Top 10 best players in each respective position. Starting off with, a little bit differently, we got the strikers now. Obviously, to capture the attention, a lot of people love this position. So, strikers top 10. Do you guys agree? In the series as well, I include the best value players underneath, and also include some honorable mentions. Maybe some people, would argue they could be in top 10. This is objective as I'd like it to be, but obviously everyone has their own subjectiveness. And overall, though, I would say I like to be. I'm gonna say I'm an unbiased guy. Obviously, the way I get these players in terms of like info and stuff is I look at like streams in terms of like getting my research, and also playing the game as well. But most of the time, though, I felt like these lists are accurate. That's what I can say, man. And especially this top 10. Do you guys agree with this list? Tell me in the comments. You can always have a civilized debate. But overall, I feel like, let's be honest, R9 deserves to be a, let's say, CR7 Mbappe, the new Liao, I think are like cards that need to be a, bro, like instantly. Also, I never take price into account, but it's always a nice indication as to how good they are, they're keeping afloat in terms of their price range. I mean, like R9, bro, 10 million coins. And this is also before Team of the, no, sorry, not Team of the, what? Team of the Year? Before Shapeshifters Team 3, I think. I don't know if we're getting Team 3, I'm not too sure. EA like to milk the cards. I don't know if it's Fatih's Team 1, I'm not too sure, bro. But I do know it's before at least one of them. Tell me who's your favorite striker right now. Obviously, most of them are going to be expensive. We've got this Thierry Henry, which a lot of people have. I think he's the most accessible, you could say, in the top 10 range. Shapeshifter Strike Force Evo obviously can convert him to the 99, or is it 98 Fatihs right there, as you can see. I'll be honest, apples and oranges always say, man, these cards are all just insane. So there's no point, comparing them. Yeah, I would even say the iteration of Thierry Henry that's currently on the market is even top 10, bro. Like, he's insane. So yeah, I'd still say Kaka is actually top 10 because of the 5 playstyle pluses. The more the merrier, and he actually has very good playstyle pluses. He's got a 6'1" with 5-star as well. I definitely say he's better centrally from what I've versed. I haven't really used him because I haven't, I've been touching grass, bro. But fair enough though, if you have him, that's a long grind to get him. But yeah, overall, I definitely think better centrally than on the wings. Liao, probably the best card right now in terms of having versed him. I'd say he's the most consistent. I always get scored on against him. Yeah, that, I don't think I said that right. He always scores against me, bro. Is what I want to say. But yeah, overall though, the best valued. Now, as I said, best value doesn't necessarily mean the best cheapest. It is the main man, Olise. We're talking about the guy, the GOAT, Michael Olise. He's got to have the first name like myself. But 530k though, I wouldn't really say it's pricey because the thing this guy like actually has in game is incredible. It's that like close compactness and also like low center of gravity type of dribbling that only a few people in the game have. And I feel like Olise, he just ticks all the boxes when it comes to that, bro. Like quick step, he's got the finesse and low driven for the striking. I'll be honest, he might even be in top 10. Some would even say over Alexa Butea, some would say over Kaka. I'm not too sure. At the end of the day, man, as I said, use what works, but we all know that Olise is him, bro. Definitely good value, though, if you want, like, a striker under 1 mil, even close to 500k. And then we got a Retegui. I have no idea how to pronounce his name. Never do. I'm gonna say Matteo, though. Matteo Retegui. I think it's like that. 350k. This guy is him. 97 reactions. When you're looking at a striker, right, you're looking at the best playstyle pluses. So something like low-driven finesse shot plus for striking elements. Obviously, if they have a dribbling technique, whether that be also pace playstyle plus, I think rapid and quick step is very nice. And first touch plus for someone that's a little bit taller works so nicely because if you know how to utilize the first touch, it's gonna be nice. Yeah, and then also a passing playstyle, hey, is very nice indeed. I like to also have aerial plus on one of my strikers. If you're playing 2-striker formation, maybe balance it out as well. Have someone that's tall, someone that's also a little bit more low center of gravity. I'd say the perfect one would be like probably having like R9 in a good world right there alongside someone that's smaller. So I'm thinking maybe a Hazard. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So yeah, or people just play lone striker formations, which a lot of people do. So 4-2-1-3s work. And these are honorable mention cards here. I don't know, man. You boys tell me in the comments. Do you think? I don't think Eusebio, Ham, even this Van Persie, I don't think they're top 10 anymore, man. Vieira is good. Don't get me wrong. I just feel like he's not like an objective like card that people go for in terms of like pro players. No one's gonna go for Vieira. They're gonna go for these cards because they just have like, you know, better dribbling, especially with how bad this game is in terms of, you know, responsiveness. So you want someone that just feels better on the ball, if that makes sense. But let's jump over to the left wingers / right wingers, man. Obviously this position pretty much encompasses pace. At the end of the day, you want someone that's fast. You want someone that has the skills to be unpredictable. And overall, man, I feel like now most cards that get included in terms of this new promos, they definitely going to be, I'd say, realistically high S/S+. I'm just waiting for this thing to like really load. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. So if you're looking at the right wingers, obviously on the right, left wingers on the left, top 10, we've got Pedro Neto on both sides, bro. Actually, wait, no, I actually didn't include his other one, but any version of Pedro Neto, like his, I think, previous version, if you go to his actual card, this 96, I'd still say is top 10 for right wingers. You could maybe even take like out someone, maybe like, maybe Hansen. Yeah, any relevant version of him is insane. I mean, 3 million coins, it makes sense. Like, look at that card, bro. I'm not going to really look through each and every card. What I basically did was, I'd say Quick Step Plus forms the basis of a very nice pacey winger, and I think a lot of people have that. I'd say Technical Plus is a nice one as well. Having some sort of shooting element is always a huge dub. So like a finesse shot, you know, Trivela Plus, etc. Yeah, all these wingers that I've versed in Weekend League, that I've seen pro players use, that I've seen some streamers use, they all love these wingers, man. So tell me, do you boys agree as well? We got Maradona, we got Ronaldinho as well. I'll actually scroll a little bit up. You know what? Let me take away my camera so you can actually see that fully. We got this new Baggio, which I think a lot of people would actually recommend right now because of he's more relevant right now. He's got better pace, much better dribbling and passing. 5-star as well, and then obviously the rolls is all there. Trickster Plus, so if you're doing the fake shot technique, yeah, the Trickster Plus is going to work very nicely. That's a beast card right there. We got Messi. Come on, man. These are all, I mean, 2 versions of Leao. That's how good he is, bro. Let's jump over to the best value though. For left wingers, we've got Chawinga, and then for right wingers, we've got Olise and Schneider. Now, I've included another version, another best valued version, because I feel like sometimes people's gonna be like, Mike, where are like the cheap cards? Bro, Schneider, hear this. Trivela Plus, Quick Step Plus, Incisive, and Finesse Shot. Probably the best steal of the day instantly, bro. I mean, this card is incredible. For 16k, bro, what are we doing? And then we also got obviously honorable mentions like Jorginho 98. Didn't really want to include too much of this like Fatih's Evos, because I'd seen a couple of comments saying they might be outdated when the real Fatihs come out, which you can argue maybe not, but that Jorginho might even just be top 10. As I said, apples and oranges, man. These cards are all great. So yeah, overall, man, I felt like though, Bale, Ginola, Son, I don't know, man. I don't think they're top 10 compared to these cards up top. You boys can always, you know, let me know. But let us jump over to the actual... Okay, I've just closed the entire tab right there. That is on me. So let's jump over to cams now. And then we'll jump over to the 2 versions of CMs and CDMs. I've actually differentiated between basically all positions, because I feel like there's so much great positions now. I don't want to really leave out anyone, bro. So top 10 for cams. When it comes to a cam, right, passing playstyle plus is probably the most important. So tiki-taka, incisive, I feel like is the best too. And then also them having like either a shooting playstyle plus, if they want to be like a shadow striker, can work very nicely. By the way, this is the Zidane, that is the 98. I think it's something Yaz. I forgot the real name. So I'll go over to evolution build. I think it's, if we can find it, into the Yaz or something like that. It basically makes him 98. It was a specifically designed Evo for Zidane. If you had his 90 that they've obviously given out for free a few months back. But yeah, overall though, we got this new Butragueno. He's definitely top 10, even top 5. Get this man in your team if you can Evo him. Trust me, that card is brilliant, bro. Insane. It actually reminds me of like the boy version of Mia Hamm. I don't know if you know the Ham card. at CM. Bro, what is happening with FUTBin? Am I tweaking? Sorry, it might just be Google Chrome just taking up a lot of RAM. I always say it, but yeah, this 98 Emilio Butragueno as a cam is going to be phenomenal. And yeah, Playstyle Pluses is out of this world. Incredible card, almost 2,700 in-game stats. What a card. Let's stop glazing him though. Let's jump over to the other cards to glaze. But overall though, we got Bruno Fernandes. I probably think Bruno Fernandes and De Bruyne are probably the best passers in the game when it comes to like the actual passing. Like is exquisite, bro. They'll make passes that not a lot of other cards can make. Same thing with Messi as well as a cam. Olise, he's so good. I've basically included him in most positions that he, you know, prioritizes. So yeah, we've got mainman Kane as well. What I like about Kane is he can press from the top with the intercept plus, and then he's obviously got amazing passing and insane playstyle pluses. Griezmann, probably the better feeling card, kind of like a Messi as well. Best value though, I know you boys were looking at it. Where's Czech, where's Yashin? I'd recommend them as the best value. I wouldn't really say top 10. I haven't really versed or used them enough to say, but I've heard a couple of good things from them. I just don't think they're conventional meta, man. I don't know if it's just me. Don't get me wrong, very nice cards like in-game, you know, they've got the aura and stuff. Maybe just outside of top 10, you could even say some might get in. Maybe I would say some people are using Yashin. I'll probably say Yashin over maybe that Zidane, or, you know, maybe over Pele. I think Pele might be a little bit outdated. Yeah, but for me, I've placed the players in top 10 for a reason there. So we've got Liao as well, which a couple of people were saying he's good as a cam. I don't know. I just think he's better as the winger / striker roles. I wouldn't really say as cam, but he can probably be there. You know, very nice card. Versatility is there. And then harder, you know, for the guys that don't have as much coins, I've prioritized it for you as well. If you don't have coins, 100k, come on, bro. Everybody has 100k. Let's jump over to the CMs, though. We've got the likes of box-to-box cards. You've got cards that are playing mostly, I'd say, that role of free roaming. Cards that are kind of, you could say, your shy away CM, someone that is under the radar. You know, they'll intercept maybe, or they'll score goal maybe. You know, it's one of the two, but some of the times, though, I would say more defensive, you could say. So, yeah, we've got Alexa Putellas. I would still add her as top 10. She's amazing in game. And this is actually her previous version. She has a better one, which is the striker. We got this Cody Gakpo. If you got 10 wins, you get this Cody Gakpo, which is a huge, huge increase to the team because he has intercept plus. So, obviously, getting the ball. He can play CDM, CM, and cam. Prioritizes all, you know, aspects of a midfielder. Insane, bro. That card is phenomenal, man. In game as well, I've heard some very nice things. So yeah, I'm definitely placing in there. We got Vitinha, João Neves, obviously from the Nation League cards. Not really a card from the UCL one. Now that I think about it, did I miss out one or two? Not really. I think João Neves and Vitinha were literally in the UCL as well, which is very funny. So these cards are obviously better than the UCL versions. That's why you wouldn't see them there. They are in the Nation League one, which is, yeah, much better. Rashford, I'd actually say top 10. Very nice card. I'd put him over Lewandowski because of the anticipate plus. The intercepting is there. Very nice card. Best value, though, I'd say Bellingham, probably honorable mentions. Do you think he gets in? I don't think so. Still a good card, though. Don't get me wrong. Probably just outside top 10, like 11th. Let's jump over to Charlton and Pedri. Now, when it comes to Pedri, right? Pedri is a card that is probably the best steal of the day as well. Anticipate and intercept plus. When someone that plays defensively has both of those playstyle pluses, they're going to be a train wreck, bro, to verse. Very nice card indeed. And it also has amazing passing, which is the incisive as well. That card for 260, still. Charlton as well, pretty much a similar card to Pedri. More of the, you could say, offensive CMs would do well. Jump over to the CDMs, though. These are cards that are predominantly, I'd say, the more heighted cards. The cards that are more physical. So you're looking at cards that just get the ball instantly, bro, when it comes to no nonsense, you know. Kind of like your traditional center halves back in the day, you know, your Patrick Vieira's, your Roy Keane's. Unfortunately, he's not here because they didn't really make a good card for him. So yeah, overall, hopefully that in the future they do. Ruud Gullit, though, is here, probably the best card in the game instantly. Berbatov as a CDM as well, bro. Oh my days. Evolution Boulder, let's see if we can see the 97. I don't know why they didn't show it, but the languid Bulgarian, I think it's about 250k all in all. And my friends, all I'm gonna say is both positions you are cooking. yeah, as a midfielder, as a CDM, sorry, more importantly, I think he might be one of the best. Yeah, Caicedo, mine and is top 10. Yes, he's in season pass. I'd actually say top 10. He's very good in game, bro, and kind of reminds me of a Vieira in game as well. We got Rodri now. Some people say Mike Rodri is only a fullback slash CDM. You can convert him to a CDM in the season pass. All you have to do is go, I think, level 6 or something, and then you get position modified to CDM. You will check it in the Evos like menu tab. Go check it out, and then yeah, you'll see he can be converted to CDM. If you don't really want to get that one, then UK, even the team of the year can cook. Straight up. Wouldn't really say top 10 though. Best value though is going to be Tomori, which is season pass. So if you don't have season pass from last season, I think it was, then you can get Spinazzola, which is pretty much similar to, if not better, than the main man. Like if you're looking at Spinazzola, right, check here. What I like about this card, right, is the pace is maxed out and he's got amazing dribbling for how tall he is, bro. So he's going to compensate. He's going to feel compact. This card, man, he's going to be very underrated. Also with the Bruiser Plus, especially with how much people are using the advanced defending now. CDM, that might be one of the best steals of the day as well from a midfielder's perspective. Insane. Let's jump over to... And it's not even just me like reading stats. I've heard some very good things from each of these cards. So don't just say, oh, he's just reading stats. Please, bro. I do my research, man. These videos take long, so it's much appreciated. Let's jump to left backs though. Slash right backs. Personally speaking, same thing with the wingers. Not really much going for fullbacks like that you really need. You just, I'd say, defending playstyle plus and then pace. So I'd say the best one's probably jockey plus, anticipate, intercept, and then obviously like a quick step is always nice. Yeah. Would you guys agree with this left back list? Tell me in the comments right there. Personally speaking, I'd say I've pretty much banged it on right there, man. I don't think anyone gets replaced. I don't even have honorable mentions to, you know, I have debates about. So yeah, there's not that much fullbacks at the end of the day. So I'd say the 10 here is really good. And then the best value, we got Alicia Lehman, obviously season pass. So I've included someone that you can actually get on the market, which is Davies. I just think he's a little bit, conservative, would I say? Like he's just a little bit too calm as a fullback. Very nice as offensive, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like defensively not inclined as these other cards. Jump over to the right back list though. Pretty much similar. I always like to say have a balance, you know, having someone that's tall on either slot and then someone that's small, you know, that can like maneuver themselves is always nice. But hey, even having them as tall and they can maneuver, someone like a Immobile, bro, someone that has insane dribbling for someone that's so tall is what I'd say encompasses a very nice fullback. Yeah, Immobile is him. Gusto, I mean, it's all right. Playstyle plus is a little bit mid. Frimpong, Nelson Smaidu. We got Mia Hamm. Yes, she can play right back. 5'5", but insane stats all around. And as I said, man, if you have someone on the left flank like a Maldini and then Mia Hamm on the right, bro, it's going to work perfect in harmony. Trust me, everybody uses that style. Yeah, Hakimi. If I were to say, though, the best fullbacks, like if we were to get them in the team, personally, that has everything. I'd probably say Hakimi on the right back slot and then left back. That's an interesting one. I kind of completely forgot all the left backs. Let's just see. Left backs, I'd probably say, yeah, Nuno Mendes, of course. And not taking to a price. Like, it makes sense, the wise. He's 4 million. Actually, no. 4 million coins for a fullback, bro. Come on. We got Fox. I'd actually say she's very good value. She's got amazing playstyle pluses and she's very fast. Kunde, bro, for 40k. Insane steal of the day. And Beckham as well. I wanted to include him as top 10. I just felt there was no need, man. He's 150k. Might as well just say he's good value. Yeah, insane stats all around as well. Some people would deem him better as a midfielder, though. They just didn't include him as a CM. Ian knew what they were doing. If he had the CM role, definitely going to get up there, man. But let's jump over to the center backs. Probably the one that's most debated, actually. So I just want to quickly check the time, boys. But gotta go soon. But overall, though, what I'm saying is, when it comes to center backs, right, you're looking at cards that are heighted. So obviously, like the CDM role, they have that insane physicality / height. And then you're also looking at cards that have amazing playstyle pluses. So obviously, Bruiser now is what's working for people, especially with the insane physicality. If you know how to shrug plays off the ball with advanced defending, even with tactical, it works. Bruiser Plus is your guy. Hernandez has it. Lukaku has it. You'll see a lot of players, if you verse them, like Jonathan Tah, bro. If you verse Jonathan Tah in this game, and you cannot get past him, just know it's because of the bruiser, bro. Yeah, very nice card indeed. Adara Bayo, we've got Rodri as well, Pacho. Do you guys think someone deserves to be over someone else? Tell me. I'm always keen to know. Mamadashvili, a lot of people were saying that he needed to be top 5 in my ranking list. I'll be real, not really, bro. Sometimes a little bit too lanky, you know, it's like a little bit slow to turn with, if that makes sense. So, but sometimes, man, he is insanely hard to verse. So I definitely think top 10. And then the best value, we got obviously Berbatov, 220k. Come on, bro. Like, that is a still insane card. 230k, I think, more precisely. And then Bastoni as the best valued, might even be top 10. Yeah, I've heard something about Hernandez. People were saying he's a little bit slow to turn with as a CDM, so I think center back is perfect as well. And yeah, I don't know. He actually dropped a lot in price, eh? If he had a fullback card, GG's, that card is instantly 2 mil. Yeah, we know this game, man. Let's jump over to the goalkeepers. Probably my least favorite one to obviously cover, because yeah, everyone has their own opinions. There's gonna be a guy in my comment section, Mike, what about, you know, Zentner? At the end of the day, man, use what works, and obviously getting keepers that make the least mistakes. I'd say the best objective keepers right now: Konate, Diego Costa, Vicario. A lot of people love to speak about as well, and then Buffon, and then you have Van der Sar. Pretty much everyone here, but those are the main guys. And then De Gea, probably the best for value as well. I've heard some great things about him. Use him as well. Very nice keeper. The far reach helps a lot. And then best value, I'll be honest, not really much best value goalkeepers, eh? I'd probably say De Gea as well. He's in top 10 and best value. That's how good he is. Tell me in the comments, though, boys, do you guys agree with the top 10 list? And most of the cards that I've included is even in the popular page, because everyone is going to like try and gun for them. Whenever there's like a new weekend league coming out and stuff, because they're the most meta cards, man, for a reason. But yeah, let me know. I will catch you boys in the next one. And yeah, please subscribe, boys. Closing in on 44k. I appreciate you, boys, man. And girls, if you are watching. Cheers.